Holy cow. Oh my god. Alright. I need to figure this out quickly. Because I always take like half an hour to do like the thing on my stream. Now we need to do it faster and quicker, man. Quicker and faster. Alright. Bro. No. Of course I had to misclick. I closed everything. Oh no. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do, tabarnak. Whoa, that's not what the man. Pardon my French, everybody. Alright, content live. This, yes. This. I noted this. 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 No! Oh my god. I'm such a dummy, man. Sorry if there's anybody on the chat. Hi to you guys. Good night. How you guys doing? Hope you guys all had a great day. Come on, man. All right. This is done. And bang! What's up, you guys? How are you guys doing? Game-tu NHL un peu? You know I don't play NHL anymore. I haven't played in like 6 months. Oh my god. Salami. All right. What's up, you people? How are you guys doing? It's Friday night. I don't expect that much people to be in this. We're going to be talking about the Habs. We're going to be reacting to stuff. We're going to play the game that we played last night, guessing NHL players by their silhouette. By the way, if you want to get the help the stream get out there, leave a like. Let's try to get 50 likes as quick as possible. That would be amazing. I just ate, so if I'm digesting in front of you guys, I'm really sorry about that. I hate some poulet rouge for the people that know what it is. All right, so what's your guys' opinion about the Matvei Michkov Will Smith situation? We've talked about this already multiple times, but I wanted to talk about it on stream. Because it's always some other you get some other perspective. Oh my god, you get some other perspectives coming from on the streams. Buddy, what's happening? Nothing much, man. Nothing much. I'm just doing a quick live stream tonight because I said I was gonna do one in the comments on my latest video. Did you guys love the video talking about Sofkovsky? How do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about that Sofkovsky video I made today? Sorry, not sorry. Hughes a montré clairement qu'il n'y avait pas d'intérêt pour Michkov. Yeah, I think that as well. I felt he was uncomfortable answering questions about Michkov during his press conference yesterday at the scouting combine, but I don't know. I guess we'll see, man. I think it's unlikely, but we can always be surprised. I want the Habs to draft Smith, But if he's gone and Michkov is available, I really want them to take Michkov. Same. I think it would be the best. He would be the best player available, but I strongly doubt it will happen. And I think that it would be just safer to take a guy like Ryan Leonard, for example. I don't want them to take Dvorsky. I don't want him to take Rainbacher. But I would be also happy with Ryan Leonard, because Ryan Leonard is going to be a heck of a player, and he could be a right fit for the Montreal Canadiens as well. I love Sofkovsky. I love Sofkovsky as well, man. I don't get why people are hating so much on the kid. I mean, we're going to go read some comments on the video during the stream if you guys want. But there's some pretty interesting ones, like some pretty controversial ones as well. I mean, there's a lot of haters of Sofkovsky. I mean, people seem to be enjoying hating on Sofkovsky for some reason. I don't know why, man. I'd say Will Smith. I know Michkov is absolutely crazy talented, but Smith will be available 2 seasons earlier. Plus, the KHL development isn't as good as the NHL and the Habs. So who's to say when? Yeah. Sorry, I misread the end of your message. How good do you think Leonard is gonna be? I don't know much about him. Well, he's a type of like Brady Tkachuk, Matthew Tkachuk type of guy. I don't expect him to be as good as Matthew Tkachuk. Like, I don't think he's gonna have 100-point season in his career. It's possible. Like, it's possible. But, oh, thanks for the subscription, Anthony, man. Anthony, thanks for that. Yeah, I do not think that Leonard is going to get 100-point seasons. It's possible. But he is in the top 5, I think, for points in the USDP. He's a heck of a player. He has amazing skills. He's big. He works behind the net. He works in front of the net. He's a similar player to the Tkachuk brothers. Like, he plays the same type of game. So I expect him to be like 75, 80 point, maybe a point per game. I think that's a ceiling. Like I said, I don't think he's going to be as good as Matthew Tkachuk, but he could get there. Like, it's not impossible. Like, I think he would have definitely been a top 3 pick in last year's draft. I think he has a higher ceiling than Logan Cooley. So it would certainly be a really good pickup by the Canadiens if they took Ryan Leonard. Pourquoi Salami? No idea. Salam. I read salami, man. I'm dumb. He said salami. Did he say salami? Am I dumb? What's going on? Team Michkov all the way. I guess we'll see. It's a 2-parter. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was confused a little bit. Slav's a chick magnet, and he knows it. Well, you need to take advantage of what you have, man. Leonard doesn't have some awesome stats, man. Bro, what are you on about, man? What are you on about? He was playing with the best line. He's like a part of the best line ever to come out of the U.S. National Development Program, man. He has some insane statistics, man. Ryan Leonard. At the U18 championship, 17 points in 7 games. At the U.S. National Development Program, junior in the USHL, 20 points in 17 games. With the U.S. National Development Team under 18, he has 94 points in 57 games. 94 points in 57 games. In total, he had 114 points with the U.S. National Development Program over this season. 114 points this season for Ryan Leonard with the National Development Team. So if you say he doesn't have good statistics, bro, what are you on about? 20 total. It's National Development Team and the US. I'm confused in what I say. USNTDP. Like, there are 2 things. Those are 2 different things. You need to combine those statistics. Just wait, look. Here, those are 2 different statistics. I know if you check on Hockey DB, they only have one of those 2, I think. Yeah. If you look on HockeyDB, they only show those statistics, but those are not the only statistics there is to see for Ryan Leonard. You need to check on Elite Prospects. The statistics are way more advanced. Because look, 94 points in 57 games. When you add up those two totals, it adds up to 114 points. So, nah, man. No. Ryan Leonard is not getting carried by his teammates. You need to complement each other for it to work fine. Like, when you look at Will Smith, for example, you go on HockeyDB, there are also only those statistics. Yes, he got more points because Will Smith is a better player. But when you look on Elite Prospect, oh my God, Will Smith, I'm going to go like this. When you check on the Elite Prospect, he's going to also have more points than on HockeyDB because the statistics are more detailed. Like 127, look. 127 in 60 games. That's it. If you think Ryan Leonard is overrated, you haven't watched him play. The guy is an absolute beauty. Un sondage Michkov Smith. I have no idea how to do sondage, man. He's probably not looking on the right website. Best case scenario, we draft Smith, then start sealing around and pinpoint where Gabe Perreault is gonna go and draft up. These two have crazy chemistry. That's my idea. What do you think? I've always been a big fan of Gabe Perreault. I think he should be in the top 10, but he's not. Apparently, they have him like 22nd. They have him at 18 for some of them. It's crazy to think about, in my opinion, because Gabe Perreault is probably one of the best players in his draft, but he's just not well. Like he doesn't have any like. Well, how do I say it, man? I'm confused. Why am I so lost tonight? Give me a second. He's not placed well in the mock draft. His rankings are kind of heft up. Really don't get why. Because the guy's an absolute beauty, man. The guy's an absolute beauty. Leave a like, by the way, on the stream if you haven't liked. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. We're trying to get the 4K subscribers. If you could help me out, that would be amazing. This slide is annoying. Oh my God. I'm yellow. Is it better like that? I think, oh, it's not bad like that. I'm less yellow. Take the center. Well, it will all depend if he's available or not. How did you manage to fix the camera? Well, so it was not focusing. Because I can't put it on autofocus. Because if I put it on autofocus, it does this. Oh my God. I clicked. I'm going to fuck it up. Yeah, if I put it on autofocus, it does this. The quality is much better. But like, I have this square around my face. Don't know how to remove that. And I just... Oh my God. No. No! Okay, I'm good. Is the focus alright? So yeah, it was always like unfocused like it was like 2 seconds ago. And it was annoying as hell. And then I didn't know how to fix it. I removed it. I cleaned it up. I placed it up again. I played in the settings for a couple of minutes, and it came back to normal. I don't know what was wrong, but it's back now. Emo, we use kidney or something to move, but I don't think that kidney is worth that much. I think you guys like overrate it a little bit. Like, yeah, I don't think he's gonna be that good, honestly. Yeah, but like Kent Hughes said, I don't know if you guys watched the press conference of Kent Hughes. If not, I invite you guys to go watch it. He made a press conference yesterday at the scouting combine, and he talked about this, and he said there were no guarantee that Matvei Michkov would come at all in the NHL. They haven't talked with the guy yet. They haven't met the guy, so it's kind of a sticky situation. And I would understand 100% if they don't take him. I mean, Nathan Gravita made a video today talking about that situation. He said that Michkov could even go out the top 10. So if he goes out the top 10, I mean, there's probably some things that we don't know. Like, we don't know everything about this. Players like Drouin do not get drafted as high anymore. The style doesn't translate well. I don't think that it was his style of play that was wrong with Drouin. I think it was more like his mental state. Like, everything comes from the head. If you're not like confident at what you're doing, it's just not gonna work. What if Anaheim picks Michkov? I think it's unlikely, but you never know. Is the focus all right, by the way? Is the focus all right? Does it look all right? Does the camera look correct? Is it okay, tabarnak? How do I do a poll? I want to do a poll. How do I do it? 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 Oh, I found it. Who will the Habs draft? Michkov, Will Smith, Ryan Leonard, Dalibor Dvorsky. Let's do it like that. Bang! I figured it out. I figured it out, boys. I can't read the chat anymore. What? I can't read the chat anymore. Bro. Will Smith. Will Smith is winning by a mile. I asked you guys, but nobody seemed to be answering. Personally, I don't think Carlson gets over Fantilli. I love to see Montreal trade down to 3 to 4. You're doing well. Hope you're feeling is good shape after you leave scare. What's up, Eric Knights? How you doing? Are we trading by you for Lafreniere and draft Bacher? I think it's unlikely. I don't think that's gonna happen. Montreal needs to pick Michkov. You take the best player and cross fingers. Love you, bro. Love you too, Justin. I would never trade my you. He's going to be a stud. Just because my name is Mohammed, you don't want to talk with me. Hashtag racist. Bro, my name is Isma, man. My father's from Morocco. Why would I be racist towards you, man? Doesn't make any sense. I just can't read everything. Do a poll about who's racist in here. I'm sure at least 70% is. Well, if they're racist, like, they shouldn't be, like, they shouldn't like me, because, like, I'm half Arabic. I'm Muslim. I'm, like, I don't know. Well, why are we? I don't know, man. I was reading chat and then I read it, like, I read racism, but, like, once I read it, I kind of have to respond. I'm sorry about that, man. But no, I'm not a racist, but kick him out. Well, if he talks about racism again, but I kind of have to kick him out, man. But what if he calls me racist because I kicked him out? Oh my god, this is hard. High skill or a player who's got the dog in him? I guess I'll have to check if the quality is okay myself, because nobody seemed to be answering to me. All right. All right, quality looks all right. Quality looks all right. Oh! Thanks for the subscription! It's good, bro. Thanks. The quality is good. Quality is fine. Perfect. Because I kind of touched things up on the camera and I was scared I did something wrong. All right. Thanks. Thanks, you guys. Fellas, where will Will Smith be in the lineup? It would be second line center, maybe first line center. I mean, he has a ceiling high enough to be better than Nick Suzuki. So, oh my god, sparkling water is just so good, man. Nestle, sponsor me, bro. Sponsor me. I drink your sparkling water. Like, I drink 2 of those daily, man. 3 of those. Crazy. Go Habs Nation, what's up? Go Wild, dude. We're just here to talk hockey. Yeah, we're here to talk about hockey, man. That's what we love to do, man. Leave a like, by the way, on the stream. We're trying to get it out there. Can we get the 50 spectators? That would be awesome. Gonna be streaming for a couple of maybe 1 hour, an hour and a half, 2 hours. Sorry about that, man. The poulet, the chicken is it's not doing well. Yeah, we're gonna be streaming for kind of a long time. I think we're gonna be streaming for a couple of hours, man. My girlfriend is doing some homework. She have an exam tomorrow, so I kind of have nothing else to do. So let's talk about some hockey. We're gonna watch some videos as well. I found some pretty cool videos to watch. So if you guys are down to watch some videos as well, do some react. Yeah, it could be dope. It could be dope. Leonard has the dog in him, and that's how you win in the playoffs. Yes, Leonard could be a really, really good asset for the future. Nobody talks about Slavkovsky recently. Is he gonna play for a second line regular? I made a video talking about Slavkovsky today. If you want to go watch it. Will Smith has insane hockey IQ. How many languages do you speak? Well, 2. The poulet. The poulet. I speak both French and English. Like some days I struggle more in English. It always depends on what I do during the day. If I watch some TV shows in English, if I watch some podcasts in English, my English is gonna be better. But if I only speak French for the entire day, I watch absolutely nothing in English, and then I come here and make a stream, I'm gonna be searching my words. A bit like I am doing right now. Today it's kind of a bad day, a bad English day. I do not speak Arabic. I would love to, but my father never taught me how to speak Arabic. Then I was just going to take him. I wish. If the Sharks take Michkov, we don't take any risk, and we get Will Smith. So would be a great scenario if the Sharks take Will Smith. Ton anglais fire, bro. Thanks a lot, man. I in my first couple, I really improved a lot since my first couple of videos. Like, I was not as good. Well, I think it's the confidence. I'm more confident than I was back then, so it's probably why I'm better. Leonard is a more complete player. While Will Smith is going to be a heck of a player. Like, this guy is like Trevor Zegras. I think that Will Smith has a higher ceiling than Trevor Zegras. So if we end up having Will Smith, it's going to be nasty, man. This guy has a ceiling. Like, he could get 100 points. He's that good. Like, offensively, he is that good. Yes, Leonard is a better goal scorer than Will Smith, and he is more complete. Well, if Will Smith's available, you have to take him. You have to take him. He's a better Trevor Zegras. Yes, he's not good defensively, but we already have Nick Suzuki that's good on both sides of the game, so it doesn't really matter. You need an offensive center. You need a more defensive center. Ouais, ton père est arabe. Jamais trop tard pour apprendre la langue. Yeah, I guess I could. I probably will at some point, like, learn Arabic, but quick summary of the life so far. We've talked about the draft, pretty much. We've talked about Ryan Leonard. We've talked about Matvei Michkov. We talked about Will Smith. Smith is as good as Hoffman in defensive zone. Well, hockey is like chess. Like, you need every pieces to win. So you need some guys that are good offensively. You need some guys that are good defensively. You need some guys that can do both. And Will Smith would just be a piece that can help the team score goals and get points. And at the end of the day, that's how you win hockey games. So even though Will Smith is not really efficient defensively, I would definitely not hesitate on taking him because he has the potential to get 100 points. His ceiling is 100 points. So you don't pass on guys like that just because they're not as good defensively as other guys. For me, Smith is too similar to Dawkins Suzuki. You need a guy like Leonard. No, Will Smith is way better offensively than Dawkins Suzuki. Dawkins Suzuki can move the puck. Dawkins Suzuki can play both sides. Will Smith is an offensive threat. Like, his playmaking ability is absolutely insane. He can score goals. He can drive the net. He can do anything offensively. So, arguing between Leonard and Will Smith is just not a thing because Will Smith is by far the better player. If he's available, it's Will Smith. If Will Smith is not available and they don't want to take Michkov, it's going to be Leonard. But if you have the choice between Leonard and Smith, it has to be Smith. I really like the sloth video. Habs fan are dumb. Yeah, but not like most of Habs fan know hockey. They know their hockey really well. There's just a couple of them that just seem to be. And there's also some Leafs fans that seem to create an account with Habs picture to hate on Habs players but without getting insulted about the Leafs. So you never know, man. Carter Hart. It's been said today by multiple insiders that the Montreal Canadiens are not after Carter Hart, so it's not gonna happen. The Habs don't want Carter Hart apparently. I still think Slav would be a great second line winger. Well, Slav still has the potential to even be a first line winger. You don't know that. But definitely a top six. Definitely a top six. That's locked, in my opinion. Yeah, Caulfield and Suzuki already proved. Caulfield, he scored like 4 goals against Vegas. He got like 6 points in that series in 6 games. Suzuki was the best player, the best point producer on the Habs during that playoff run. And Kirby Dach in the bubble for Chicago in 2020 was amazing. So you kind of know already that you should be good for the playoffs. You definitely should be good for the playoffs. Hello, what's up, Zenit? How you doing? How you doing? By the way. Let me add something. Should we do that? Donation objective. Bro, what? No, never mind. Toronto players proved nothing in the playoffs and got contracts. Canadian players were proved that they were good in the playoffs and got contracts. This should not be a worry. You're ignoring my message. My messages. Well, I can't. I'm going to get mad if they have draft another Slovakian and it's Dvorsky. Well, Dvorsky has potential, but he won't. He will be far from best player available at 5, in my opinion. I think that Benson, I think that Leonard, I think that Mishkov, and all of those guys have a better potential than Dvorsky. But I don't think he's going to be a bust. I think he's going to be really good. And by the way, I'm sorry I missed your message. There's too many things going on, and I'm not used of streaming, so it might happen that I miss some messages sometimes. Just copy and paste and re-ask the question as I'm trying to answer to every one of you guys. How do you feel about people calling Joshua Roy overrated? When in a certain way he is overrated, because there's some people that have too much high expectations on a guy. Like, he's not gonna be Jonathan Huberdeau type of player, like some people seem to think, but he's going to be a solid NHL player, that's for sure. I don't think he's overrated. I don't think he's an AHL caliber player. I think he's going to be a great NHL player, but I don't think that he is going to be that point per game guy like some people seem to be thinking. So he is overrated in a way, but he won't be a bust. That's my opinion. Better in Chicago. Yeah, that's kind of obvious. Do you go to the Bell Center pretty often to see games? I didn't. I didn't go that much over the last 2 years. Usually, I go to the Bell Center more often, but like with COVID and everything, I didn't go as much. Last game I went to was the LA Kings versus the Montreal Canadiens, because I have a friend that's a really big fan of the LA Kings, and we wanted to go watch the game. I think it was in November 2021, and then Jake Evans scored an absolute beauty against the Kings, and they lost in overtime. That's the last time I went to Montreal for a game. I went to the draft with a lot of friends. We were invited to the GWC event, the GWC tournament of NHL 22 at the same time. So we went to the draft after, and we met a couple of players. We met Gary Bettman. We saw Gary Bettman. It was a pretty cool experience. But yeah, I'm definitely going to go more this season. I don't know if some people are going to recognize me. I'm kind of nervous about this. I know you live in Quebec, but do you sometimes? Yeah, I'm probably going to go next season like 4 or 5 times. I'm going to try and go at least 5 times to the Bell Center, watch some games, maybe meet a couple of you guys. We need a young goalie with potential. I think they're going to draft some goalies. I'm going to make a video talking about this tomorrow. Should Kent Hughes push to acquire Spencer Knight? Spencer Knight is going to stay in Florida, in my opinion. Joshua Roy would be better than Jonathan Drouin. Will definitely be 50-point player, maybe 60-point consistently. I'm skeptical. Definitely could be around 40 to 50, but 60 is a bit of a stretch, in my opinion. Well, last time I went to the Bell Center, they lost 7-2 to the Sabres. That's exactly why I didn't go this season, because like the season was like up and down. There were a lot of injuries. It was just like I wanted to go for my birthday, but Cole Caulfield was injured. I was just gonna pay to watch their Laval Rocket with Nick Suzuki as the first line center. So I was just like, all right, I'm gonna go next season. Michkov, San Jose. Well, honestly, would be a really nice scenario for the Habs, because that would mean that Will Smith or Leo Carlson would be available at 5, and I think those are the 2 best case scenarios. Smith and Michkov are available at 5. What do you think? Who do you pick as used? Definitely Will Smith. Will Smith has a high ceiling, and Will Smith will probably come at the end of next season. He will be ready faster, and I think he fits the Canadiens well. He knows Kent Hughes already. Kent Hughes coached him 2 years ago when he was 15. They know each other pretty well. I think it's going to be better for his future contracts. I think it would be better for him to stay in Montreal long term. And yeah, personally, it's an easy decision. I'm going Will Smith. Because Will Smith is going to be like 80 plus point, the 80 plus point center that we do not have and that we never got since like 1993. Michkov going to the Capitals, wouldn't be surprised at all. If the Capitals skip, if they don't take him, it just shows that there's something that we don't know about. That headset is freaking annoying, man. But I kind of have no choice because my earphones are broken, so I kind of had to use this. It's my girlfriend's headphone, and it hurts my head. It's kind of too small, and yeah. So if we draft Smith, we say to Doc, you're a right winger. Well, not as soon as next year, but maybe in the future, yeah. As you Smith, as a fan, Michkov. I am not too sure about Michkov, man. I'm not too sure about Michkov, man. Ah, les anciens Skull Candy. Bro, what? Oh, you're talking about the headsets. I think I won this, I think I won this shit at, McDonald's or something. The Monopoly thing. Personally, in my opinion, Mishka, Smith, Carlson, Fantilli all have 100-point potential. Benson, Leonard, and Oliver Moore all have 85, 90-point potential. Not really big difference there. Mishka and Kaprizov can't pass. Yeah. Situation is different. Every time I went to the Bell Center last year twice, but was burned out. Slav was injured. I did see Jacky first goal and Bezil first goal. I went to a Laval game for the first time this year. You get to see Anthony Richard. It was a fun experience. Yeah, man. You know what? If I go to the Bell Center, I want to redo an Habs Fan TV interview, man. Because I did one at the draft last year, and I want to do another one, man. I want to do another one. I want to do another one. I need to connect on TikTok so I can show you guys the thing. It's in French, by the way. I'm sorry. I was with my friends. They all do not speak English. Yeah, Rocket games are underrated. Suzuki is more polished passer than Will Smith is, and Suzuki a softer hand in my opinion, but Will Smith has more dynamic skills. While Will Smith is kind of a mix between Caulfield and Suzuki. Bang. Yeah, Rocket games are underrated. All right. So let me just find it. No, I don't have it, bro. What? Why do I not have it? Why do I not have it? Why do I not have it anymore? I don't know why it doesn't pop on on my on my PC, but it should be there. All right, now it should be there. It is. All right. Look at this, man.
Mais si on n'a pas Shane Wright, qu'est-ce qu'on va faire? On prend l'attaque gaucher des remparts de Québec. Je pleure. Tu pleures? Ouais, moi je pleure. En autant qu'il n'est pas pire que Kotkaniemi, on va être correct, non?
Oh, des flashbacks du Vietnam avec Kotkaniemi, là.
Vietnam?
Je t'ai dit, moi j'entends finish Elite League, je pars.
Mais si on n'a pas Shane Wright, qu'est-ce qu'on va faire?
I wanted Shane Wright so bad at that moment, but I was just like, oh no, don't talk to me about Slavkovsky, man. I want Shane Wright. And I was so pissed. I was so pissed. You guys want to see my reaction to when the Habs drafted Slavkovsky? That was absolutely... That was funny as hell. That was funny as hell. I need to find it. That was so funny. All right. Here it is. Here it is. Oh my god. Why is it so big? Wait, that was you? Yes, that was me.
Avec notre premier choix au repêchage, with our first pick in the 2022 NHL Draft, les Canadiens de Montréal sont fiers de repêcher from the Slovakia.
Ah, that's funny, man. Oh, why is it lagging? Oh my god. Anyways, you can see I was pissed off. I was so mad. I was so mad. Like, you have no idea how mad I was. But when I look at things now, it's okay, man. I was just disappointed at first, like so many of you guys. But like, I don't think that Slavkovsky is a bad player. I was just hyped to get Shane right, and we didn't. Who should the Habs trade for not counting Laugh or Dubois? No idea. We'd be sick if we somehow managed to draft Fantilli. It's collectively play and dream. Haha. Yeah, Adam Fantilli, it was like my second dream behind Bedard, but both of them are not going to happen. Is Reinbacher worth trading up for? I think there's some hype around Reinbacher in a bit of the same way as when Kotkaniemi in 2018. Kotkaniemi was the only center available. Like, he was the only center ranked in the top like 15 of the draft, and he ended up getting selected third overall because he was the only center available. I think it's a bit of the same way with Reinbacher right now. He's the only defenseman, so they kind of boost him up, like with sending Pelika. I don't think he's going to be that good. He's going to be a great defenseman. I don't think he's going to be like that guy. Like, I don't think he has that Morris Seider type of ceiling. Like, is Smith a Logan Cooley on steroids? Yeah, I would say it like that. He's a better version of Logan Cooley. Hope to see some vlogs this year too. Well, if I go to games or some events, I'm definitely gonna vlog. Dubois wants 8 years, 9 million per year. Well, that's what he wants. That's not what he's gonna get. It's for negotiations. You always say higher than what you think you can get. So you know how it is. It's for negotiations, but he's never gonna get 9 million. Smith is Jack Hughes. Logan Cooley is a Zegras potential. Yeah, we could say it like that. Makes sense. Da, 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 da. Yes, Smith is Jack Hughes. I don't think he could definitely be a type of Jack Hughes, yeah. We probably have the hardest pick in the history. Well, go after Simon Montembeault, man, because he's the reason why we didn't finish like lower in the rankings. So, yeah, go after Montembeault. It's his fault, man. How surprised would you be, though, if Bedard was a hard time adapting his game? Yeah, Bedard is not going to have a hard time. Yeah, I already know if he doesn't score in his first game, if he doesn't get a point in his first game, people are going to be, oh, look at that, blah, blah, blah. But even McDavid didn't score in his first game, so. Who is picking sixth? It's the Arizona Coyotes. Montreal should throw everything at San Jose to trade up the fourth overall. Throw them Joshua Roy, Kinder, Florida's pick. They'll throw everything. While they could make a trade, if they think that the San Jose Sharks are going to take Wolfsmith, it would make sense to make a trade, but I don't think they will. Jack Hughes will improve even more. Yeah, Jack Hughes could definitely get 150. He has that potential. But Jack Hughes is something else. But Will Smith could definitely be what Jack Hughes is right now in his prime. Ta 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 ta. Jack Hughes will max out as 120. I think he could get more. Like maybe one season he could get to 130, 140. I think he definitely can. He's going to be the second best player in the league behind McDavid when he's going to be in his prime. Yeah, I think he can do 150. You can't call me crazy. Screen record this. Jack Hughes is going to get 150 points in one season in his career. You can't screen record this, put it on Twitter, call me dumb. I do not care. I stand by what I said. Jack Hughes is going to get 150 at some point in his career, man. Post it on. Oh my God. Post this on TikTok if you want. I do not care. If I'm the Sharks GM, Mike Green, I think I draft Michkov. If you draft Will Smith, your franchise is still boring. While the Sharks could definitely, they still have 4 or 5 years to rebuild to do, so they're just getting into it. So they definitely could take Michkov. That would make sense, I think. Yeah, if Montreal was completely healthy, we would have finished close to 11th, 12th overall. So it's actually a blessing that we are even at 5 overall. And we didn't fall to 6th, 7th in the lottery. Yeah, if you watch it from that perspective, it makes sense, yeah. Odd Sharks put the Habs at 28 next season. Well, they're going to put the Habs really low in their rankings until they get out of that spot. It's pretty obvious. I think the Habs are going to be a lot better. If they can remain healthy next season, they're going to be a dangerous team, I think. And the year after, even more. The more time will pass, the better the team will be. So last year we finished last. This year we did not finish last. Next season we're going to be even better. The year after even better. And the year after that even better. Right until we win the Stanley Cup. KHL team could sell Michkov. What I thought about that, can you pay the KHL team so they rip off the contract? Is it a possible scenario? And then you send Michkov to the AHL or something like that. Could this work out? I mean, it could also be a possibility that Michkov wants to stay in Russia. That's a possibility as well. The only reason why I want the Cats to win the cup is for Hekblad. The dude deserves it more than anyone. Well, he still has a lot of time in the league, so... With all the contract that San Jose has, I don't think they can fully rebuild. I think they will do a retool and might want a player that's ready in 2 years rather than 3-4 years from now. Now, the Sharks are definitely rebuilding. Habs next season should fall between 23 to 17. That makes sense. I could see that happening. Columbus much better with their 2 new defensemen. I think Columbus are just patching holes with some band-aids. I don't think they're doing well at all right now. Provorov is a pretty controversial player. He hasn't been as good as we thought he was going to be. Damon Severson is a good player, but he's not a savior or anything. They hired Mike Babcock, pretty controversial coach as well. I don't think it's going to fit properly with Johnny Gaudreau. I don't think he's going to fit perfectly well with Patrick Laine-Heider. You have a flashy player in Kent Johnson as well that might not be able to play his game. So I don't think that the Columbus Blue Jackets are in a good spot at all. Who is better, Owen Power or Rasmus Dahlin? Rasmus Dahlin. Owen Power is going to be a heck of a player as well, but Rasmus Dahlin is just something else. We won't be drafting in the top 10 next year. I don't think we will. Yes, you can buy a player from the KHL. You can buy out their contract. So if that's a possibility, it might happen. But first thing first, you would need to have Michkov not want to stay in Russia. So I guess there's a lot of possibility. Like Kat, you said, they're going to make their homeworks. And they're probably going to talk with some people in Russia around Michkov that knows the situation better. Sorry, I was reading my comments on my YouTube video talking about Juraj Slafkovsky. By the way, if you haven't watched it, it's on a YouTube channel, man. It's on a YouTube channel. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Columbus made a horrible move. They overpaid Severson, $2.5 million. He locked him for 8 years, and he's 28. I'm so happy Montreal didn't trade for him, and they're sticking to the rebuild plan. Yeah, honestly, Columbus are doing like a really bad job at the moment. They're just trying to force their way out of a rebuild. That's never a good solution. What type of player should we draft next year? Sniper, playmaker, D-man? Well, it will all depend on what's going to happen this season, the trades, and all of that. It's too soon to tell. Leaving the stream for 5 minutes, I'm ordering 5 sundaes from McDonald's. Bro, 5 sundaes? Caramel? Bro, what? 5 sundaes? Look at me, I'm a fat ass, and I don't even take 5 sundaes. I hope it's not only for you, man, because if it is, god damn, diabetes is coming from your ass. Agreed, Tyler. Stay with the organic rebuild. Take a wild guess how many goals for Caulfield next season. If he can remain healthy, it's going to be from 40 to 50. 100%. He was going to get to 40 this year. I think that is going to be between 40 and 50 for next season. And I stand by what I said in my video today. Juraj Slafkovsky is going to get 50 points. Nick Suzuki is going to be a point per game. And Kirby Dach is going to get to 60. Bang! Bang! Bang, bang. 2 for me, 2 for my brother, and 1 for my mom. 2 is still a lot of Sunday, man. But I guess it's not as bad as 5. By the way, say hi to your mom for me. Camera turned off. What happened? Doc Haney, bang, bang, boom. That would be insane. That would be completely insane. Oh my god. I hate some poulet. Aujourd'hui pour souper, tabarnak que c'était bon, man. She said hi. Nice to meet you, Tyler's mom. That's funny, man. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. How many goals 22 getting though? Well, between 40 and 50. That's what I I think. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I need a haircut, man. Tage Thompson or Jason Robertson? Jason Robertson, I think he has a higher ceiling. I think he's more consistent and he is a bit younger as well. So I'm gonna go for Jason Robertson, but those are two heck of players, and they're gonna be good for a long time. Cole Caulfield, 60 goals, bing bing bang boom. I think he can do it. When the Habs will be competitive, I think he definitely has what it takes to do it at some point. I'm not saying he's going to do it next season, but if the Habs get to a competitive level similar to what the Bruins were, to what the Tampa Bay Lightning was, to the Rangers, I think he definitely could be scoring 60 goals. At least once in his career. Just like Pasternak did this year. I think it's possible. I think he has what it takes. I think we haven't even seen half of what the player Cole Caulfield is going to be in his prime. It's going to be impressive. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. It's going to be something special, man. Is Jack Eichel overrated? I always thought Jack Eichel was overrated, but he's proving me wrong in those playoffs, man. He's performing amazingly well. So at the moment, I have to say no. He's not. But I don't like his character. I respect it, but I don't like it. By the way, leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. We're trying to get to 50. That would be awesome. That would be amazing. That would be so sick, man. I would be so happy with it. We're at 32. Help me out. Help me out. Yeah, Eichel always looks like he's up to no good, lol. Well, he's a good hockey player, but I don't think he would be the first guy I'd pick to start a franchise. He can't be the main guy on the team. I have a good feeling about Dvorsky. I think he's going to be good, but I don't think he's best player available at 5. A bit off topic, but we have the money to get Las Vegas Allen, but it will cost 6 or 7 times 5. I'm confused. Sorry, didn't get the question. Doc at 70 point next season. Suzuki and Caulfield had big breakout year, especially with a decent second line to give the first line support. Hate Eichel gets a shot at the cup over McDavid. Yeah, man. And I hope the Panthers will make the comeback. Because even though it would be a lot of fun to see Marchessault lift the Conn Smythe Trophy, I don't want Vegas to win the cup. So can you please, Carter Verhaeghe, Matthew Tkachuk, get out there and win this. Get out there and win this. Get out there and win this, please. Panthers. Panthers. You guys won for the entire playoff. Now, because of that, we have the 31st overall pick. And now you're going to lose at the Stanley Cup final. Better off winning it all. Don't disappoint me, man. Win it. Go, Cats, go. Let's go, Panthers, man. Matthew Tkachuk, I'm trusting you, man. You did everything you could to leave Canada, but still. Let's go, man. What do you think Team Stützle's ceiling is? Team Stützle is going to be like a 100-point player. Around that. 90 to 100 point in his prime. But I don't think his prime is going to be as long as other players. This has been a massive problem, and why Suzuki and Caulfield have struggled to get their max potential up because they don't have solid second line to give the other team worries. They only cover the first line. Exactly. once the team is going to be more complete, they're going to be even better. We haven't seen half of what they can do on the ice. Suzuki Caulfield, they need a winger, really. Either potential Anderson isn't Slav. Isn't it? And either is Slav. I think in the long term, Slavkovsky could be it. But if they draft a guy like Ryan Leonard, I think that Ryan Leonard is going to be the fit in the near future for Suzuki and Caulfield. I've talked about it in the video I made yesterday. So if you want to go watch it, we've talked about Michkov, we've talked about Leonard. Pretty interesting subjects in that video. I think what will happen is Columbus will pick Carlson, San Jose will pick Smith, and I don't know who Montreal would pick, but it doesn't look like Michkov is very likely. I would like Michkov, though. I think that if Will Smith is taken, I would want them to take Michkov. I don't think they will, so I think they will take Ryan Leonard. I like Leonard's games for sure. Yes, Leonard it would be good. It would be good. We already said Slavkovsky. We forget that Caulfield plays on the left. Can Slav play right wing? I have no idea, man. That's an issue. But I guess time will tell. We'll see in the future what's going to happen. They don't need another winger to hit their max potential. When they had Monahan, Suzuki, and Caulfield were on a 100-point pace loss, so they need a winger, but support is the main reason, not a winger. Yes, if they can have support on the top six, like on the second line, they're definitely going to get more points and more goals, and the Habs are just going to be better. Like the Habs, when they had Sean Monahan as the second line center, they were just like really, really good, really impressive, and as soon as Monahan got injured, it went like... If Monahan never got injured, I think the Habs would have been closer to the playoffs. And we wouldn't be talking about Michkov at the moment. And Will Smith and all of those guys. It's a bad for a good and a good for a bad. Let's go. Let's go, Hurricanes. Slav can play both wings. He did it in Slovakia at the end of the world, so he can play left wing. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, Slavkovsky could definitely be a good fit. Slavkovsky one-timer is dangerous. Could see him play right wing. He scored an absolute beauty on the power play with a one-timer when he was on the right side. This guy is going to be good. They just need to use his assets a bit better. Caulfield, Suzuki, somebody that they could either draft or pick up as free agents. And then the second line is going to be like Anderson, Doc, Slavkovsky. That would be like perfect case scenario. If I was the Habs, I would go after Max Domi for a 1-year deal to flip him at the trade deadline or something like that. Maybe Anthony Manta. Maybe they're going to make a trade for Anthony Manta. Just like they do with Monahan, a pick, and Manta for future considerations to get the cap space out of Washington. I think it could be a possibility. And after you play Mata, he could be a good fit for Suzuki and Caulfield since he's big. A right wing on the power play. Yeah, so for the one-timer, that would make sense. Anthony Mata. Should I make a video talking about this tomorrow? I think it's a pretty good idea. Anthony Mata to the Habs in a Monahan type of trade. I think it could be a pretty decent idea to talk about this in a video. Right, that guy is big. He's like 6'5". He shoots left. He's 28. Has like maybe I think he has 2 years left on his contract. Caulfield, Suzuki, Mata, and then you have Anderson, Doc, Slavkovsky. That could be a pretty solid top six. Like Mata could go in a corner in front of the net, be like the guy, the big guy on the line, and I think he could like get better by doing that. Maybe get back to 20 goals, 50 points, and then after the Habs could be able to flip him with 50% retained for some assets. I think that would make sense. Let's go see his contract. Yeah, he has 2 years left on his contract, so it would make sense. It would make sense. Would you guys be down for that? Anthony Manta to the Habs? I think I'm gonna make a video talking about this tomorrow. Habs Digest boys already talked about this, but probably don't have the same opinion as I do, so I'm gonna make a video talking about it, I think. Yeah, it's expensive as hell, but if you can get a first round pick with it, or a second round pick, or a prospect, I would definitely do it. The problem with Henderson is he doesn't have enough hockey IQ to keep up with Suzuki, Caulfield, and Slafkovsky. Those 4 players have to slow down their game to play with Henderson. That's the big issue with Josh Henderson. Hey! Thanks for the subscription. Really appreciate that. Yeah, Anderson doesn't have that much of a hockey IQ. He's not a good playmaker as well, so he breaks out plays sometimes. That's the issue with him. If he had hockey IQ, he would be one of the best players in the NHL. With his size and speed, he would be dangerous with hockey IQ. But he doesn't have much of it. I like to have a player like Adrian Kempe really improve the game and looks like a steal for the Kings right now. Yeah, Adrian Kempe, hell of underrated, man. Really, really good player. He scored the OT winner. I was talking about the game all earlier. Last game, I went at the Bell Center. He's the guy who scored the OT winner, man. Getting to 4,000 by the draft, bud. And that's what we're trying to do, man. 4K subscribers before the draft. And then after that, we're going to aim for 5K before the start of the season. And then 10K before the end of the season. We're getting out there, man. Slowly but surely. We're getting out there. And then one day, I'm going to make streams on the Sportsnet YouTube channel. Watch the Habs in the playoffs with Tropical. Wouldn't that be insane? That would be insane. Maybe I'm dreaming. Maybe I'm not. I do not care. I'm having fun. Il campe-tu à code? Ça mériterait un ban. Mais je le ferai pas. Can't believe I read that. Anderson brings a lot to the team, but for the right deal, I'd use him as a trade chip, especially with 4 more years left on his contract at 29 years old. That's what I've been saying. I think that the Habs should trade Josh Anderson. Take advantage of his value. He has a high value right now because of his size, because of his speed, because of how good he can be in the playoffs, his ability to be a clutch player. I mean, he scored some big goals for the Habs in the 2021 playoffs. So I would certainly take advantage of his value. That's for sure. Like, I would trade him. Like, he has a high value at the moment. And when the Habs are going to be ready to compete, ready to make the playoffs, he won't be as good. He's going to be old, and he won't be worth as much. So I think that they might trade him, in my opinion. Kent Hughes knows how to manage the value of players. So if he sees the right fit to trade Anderson, I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to do it. Just like he did with Tyler Toffoli. Same thing. Do you think Braden Point can do another 50-goal season? Braden Point is one of the most underrated players in the league. I think he definitely can, yes. Son nom, 10 points. All right, that's the end of the stream. Hope you guys know I'm just joking, but that joke was terrible. 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 Do you think Will Smith? Do you think Will Smith will still be available at 5? It will all depend on what the San Jose Sharks do. Dawson Toffoli season. When I look at this, I'm just like, all right. He was on a 50 goal pace with the Habs. The year after, he was on a 30 goal pace. This year, he got 75 points. I was just like, all right, we did not get enough for this guy. We did not get enough. He has a really cheap contract, and he's probably going to be as good next season. I was looking at this, and I was just like, all right, man. We could have got a better return, in my opinion. But the return was still pretty good. We got Mashar and Heineman. Heineman looks like a steal so far. But yeah, for 75 points, 30 plus goals, I think we could have maybe gotten another prospect, maybe another draft pick. But the return's pretty decent. But I think we could have gotten even a slightly better return. But Toffoli is one of my favorite players in the NHL. Definitely, man. I was so sad when they traded him away. So sad, man. I was legit pissed off. I was just like, no, trade Hoffman, man. Trade. Yo, they had Toffoli and Hoffman on the same team. That's crazy. It seems so far away, but it's not that far away when you think about it. Drop the bass. Toffoli or Anderson? I'm definitely taking Toffoli before Anderson. Tyler Toffoli was absolutely insane. He was a heck of a player, man, for the Habs. 73 points, 34 goals. The year before that, he was on pace for 30. He was on pace for like almost 50 with the Habs. The guy is underrated. Really, really underrated. Red Point could definitely get 50 goal again. He's an amazing player. Can't believe how much Teal Stampa has gotten in the later rounds. It's crazy. Well, I think that's what Kent Hughes and Jeff Gorton have been trying to do. 2.5 weeks until the draft. I need to prepare myself for the big stream. Everybody's going to be streaming, but will you guys watch my stream? That's the question. I'm going to be streaming for like 12 hours during draft day. I'm going to be streaming for the entire day, eating McDonald's with you guys, watching every little thing possible, being informed of everything that's going on. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do it at the draft from 8 p.m. to like 10 p.m. We're going to be streaming for 14 hours. That's how dedicated I am. We're going to make videos on stream to post it on the channel. We're going to have a heck of a day together. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be streaming the entire day for the draft. We're going to do everything. Everything. It's going to be fun. We're going to like watch the shows. We're going to watch the videos. We're going to react. We're going to be talking. We're going to be eating. McDonald's, Subway, poutine. It's going to be my cheat day, man. It's going to be absolutely insane. Crazy stuff. You don't want to miss that. It's going to be a heck of a stream. I might work on some special guests as well, depending on, I don't know. Might do some interviews. Who knows? Who knows? Could be a really big stream. I need to prepare. Lane Hudson will be that steal from that 2022 draft. Many of scouts said teams will be pissed that they passed on him. And scouts also said he was 2-inch taller. He was on a top 3 pick, yes. In playoffs, I choose Anderson, while Tyler Toffoli is a heck of a playoff performer as well. Like, he won 2 Stanley Cups. He got some decent statistics as well in the bubble. Toffoli was better than Anderson in the playoff run. Yeah, exactly. I'm taking Toffoli any day of the week before Anderson in any situation. And Toffoli was the best winger we had with Caulfield and Suzuki. That line was insane. Suzuki, Caulfield, and Toffoli was a heck of a line. I'm starting to feel a bit tired. What are you guys planning to do this weekend? It's Friday. Is it Friday? Yes, it's Friday. Too slow? Well, speed is in everything. At least he has hockey IQ. I think that's the most important thing. If you have both, it's an advantage, but I'd rather have a guy with hockey IQ than a guy with speed. You know what it's like to be me. Yeah, me. Too slow but amazing hockey IQ, which beats speed. If you can't be where you need to be on the ice, you're going to be better than speed. Exactly, man. You don't need speed when you're always at the right spot. Just look at Draisaitl. Draisaitl is not a good skater. He's not fast. He doesn't skate well. But he's one of the best players in the league because his hockey IQ, his skill set, and he's using his assets perfectly. That's what makes him a good player. I've seen some people in my video today saying that Slavkovsky was going to be not a good player because of the fact that he's not the best skater. And I said, well, if he works on what's best for him and if he works on using his assets better, he's going to be good. He's going to be fine. I'll be correcting my students' final exams while drinking wine. Oh, we have a teacher here watching me. Oh my God. You know what my teachers told me when I was in school? That I was not going to do anything with my life. That's what they said. Well, they were not wrong, but that was not like really a gentle thing to say. And watching hockey, of course, Stanley Cup final. RV Pinard ceiling, I'd say 20 goals, 50 points. Wouldn't make sense for RV Pinard. Do you think they will go for a fit or best player available? Hoping the best player available over fit, but it might be hard or risky to do it if Michkov if is still there at 5. I think they will go with best player available. If best player available is Michkov, I think that they will go with best player available after Michkov. Yeah. Toffoli is the type of player that always skates slowly into the play at the perfect time and gets goals while doing it, exactly like Leon. Well, they just are types of player that you forget they're on the ice, and then all of a sudden, bang, they score a goal. You cannot see them for the entire game. You see them 4 times, and they get 4 points. That's the type of players they are. Your teachers were ridiculous. I always tell my students they can't do anything, given they put their minds into it. You're a good teacher. You're a good teacher, man. Keep up. You're doing a great work. That's what you need to do, man. You're a good teacher. You're a good teacher. I can see it by just what you just said. I can see that you're a good teacher. How old are your students, by the way? You're teaching the teenagers, the kids, the young adults. Do you watch NFL? No, I'm not a big fan of football. The sports I follow are hockey, soccer, aka football. Well, more football, aka soccer. And I watch a bit of the NBA as well. Well, I don't really watch the NBA, but I follow what's going on. Those are the three main sports I follow. NFL, not a big fan. Not a big fan of baseball either. My two main sports are hockey and soccer. RHP will be a great turn or frontliner, can move up if needed to be a case or injury. RHP is going to be a type of Arturi Lehkonen. Lay on to the Habs in 2 years. Lawler McDavid are coming up at free agency right when the cap is going to be up. But honestly, we may not want to spend $16 million on one player. That's what they will get. They will ask for. Yeah, exactly. Next year, Fortline, Pizzetta, Belzil, RHP. I don't think that Belzil is going to re-sign. I don't think they're going to re-sign Belzil. He's like 32. There's not room for him. I really hope we get Leonard. Matty was drafted 6th overall. And he's the most clutch player. Leonard would make sense. Leonard would fit right in. He would go in the NCAA, play 1 year, and then he would come right away. It wouldn't make sense. Grade 1 to 6, I teach English for now, but studying to be a homeroom teacher. So age 6 to 12. If I was a teacher, I would go like to teach those age as well. I think it's more fun. As teenagers are just complete assholes sometimes. I don't think I would have the patience. So yeah. Grade 1 to 6 makes sense for me as well. I wanted to be a teacher when I was a kid, but I gave up because I don't like school. Steph Curry is the type of guy to shoot threes while his wife is in labor. Yeah, he's that type of guy, of course. Yeah, yes, he is. Yes. Do you guys have Denver or Miami in the final of the NBA? Personally, I have Denver. Denver at 6. Jokic is too good. Sucks for Jimmy Butler, but Jokic is just too good. Brazil deserved a spot. Yes, he does, but we have too many young guys coming. There's just no room for him, in my opinion. What would Leonard's ceiling be? Around a point per game. Can definitely be a point per game guy. Leonard, definitely. He is that Brady Tkachuk. I think he's more similar to Brady Tkachuk than Matthew Tkachuk. But Brady Tkachuk is still an amazing player. He's that type of guy. Leonard is that type of guy. Point per game ceiling. Could even be more. People say he's good just because he plays with Will Smith, but that's definitely not the case. People were saying the same thing about Caulfield when he was playing with Jack Hughes, and look at him now. You can't produce just because of one guy. If you're able to produce with a guy as talented as Will Smith, it's because you're able to follow his play. And if you're able to follow a guy like Will Smith, it's because you have hockey IQ. It's because you have talent. That's because you're at the same caliber. So Leonard will be a good player. I would trade Elanen. I don't see him with the Habs. I don't think Elanen's going to be with the Habs long-term either. But I don't think he's going to have a spot on the team next year either. So what pick do you think we will get next year? It's too soon to tell. Ask me this again in like December and I'm going to have a better idea. But I think it's going to be between 23 to 16 like in the leaderboard. So I'd say like 12 to 15 maybe. Leonard's ceiling is 85 to 90 points with a 35 to 40 goal potential. Oh, camera turned off. My bad. Yes, the ceiling for Leonard looks like that. I'm also often recognized in Quebec schools since I have 640 followers on TikTok. Bro, what's your TikTok, man? What's your TikTok? It's hard to find a guy like Leonard. They don't come every draft, and in an era where players like him are dying off, a guy like him can come on the ice and do whatever they want. Guys like Leonard are not hard to find in the NHL. Yeah, Elanen is not as good as we thought. Do you think they trade for Dubois this offseason? I wouldn't really like them to trade. It's too expensive because eventually they can sign him as a UFA when they're competitive. Well, I think that Dubois wants a long-term contract with the Habs or not with the Habs. If it's with the Habs, I think it would be the best case scenario for him, but I think he has other teams as well. I made a video talking about this. I think the Rangers, the LA Kings, the Minnesota Wild, those types of teams could be interesting as well for Dubois. So I think that if the Habs don't trade for him in the short term, I don't think he's going to be a UFA in the short term, maybe in 5 years from now. But yeah, I think that if the Habs don't trade for him, I don't think he's going to be a Canadian in the short term. That's my personal opinion on this. At Davy Beast. Bro, what? Bro, what? Bro, that's you? Bro, that's you? There's no way that's you, man. Bro, there's no way that's you. There's no way. Leonardo makes a Matthew Tkachuk and Draisaitl. They're saying Dubois wants $9 million. I wouldn't pay him more than Suzuki. The boy is asking $9 million, so I don't think we should get him. Dubois is worth 6.8 million max. I think Dubois is like between 7.5 to 8 million realistically, but 9 million is effectively too much. Yeah, a bit money hungry. Boston would be a great fit for Dubois if he wants to play there. I wouldn't give up Tier's assets for him, and 9 million is a joke. Yet you have to be careful with the contract offer, what they give up in the trade though. Dubois isn't a leader, complains when things don't go his way. Yeah, there's a lot of issues certainly with Dubois, but I think he would still be a great asset for this team. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Oh yeah, that's so cool, man. Are you trying to get the 1 million on TikTok or what? Best Quebec-born player in the NHL next season. I think Huberdeau is going to bounce back. With the new coach, I think Huberdeau is going to bounce back, be back to close to 100 points. That's my opinion. I think he struggled this year because of the new environment, because of the Sutter situation, but I think he's gonna make a comeback. Dubois would rather die than play in Boston. I don't think Dubois is gonna go to Boston. I think Montreal is up there, and after this, the New York Rangers, the Minnesota Wild, the LA Kings. But I think that Montreal is priority. If it can't work, I think the Rangers and all of those teams will come in the conversation. But as of right now, it's Montreal for him. If a team's ready to pay $9 million for Dubois, he's gonna go there anyways. Dubois is definitely best option this year for us. Being young, don't see much in free agency. The Brinket in Montreal. If the Brinket doesn't want to play in Ottawa, he doesn't want to play in Montreal. I think that the Brinket might go to Philadelphia in a Carter Hart trade. He might go to the Pittsburgh Penguins. A team like that, like in America, in the United States, of course. It's the type of video I was doing. I want to do the interview style. What kind of interview? You're better with the new coach will be reborn, but giving 30-year-old contract like that is nuts. Yes. Yeah, Dave, I definitely saw you before, but I don't remember what you were doing. But I saw your head before. I definitely did. I don't remember in what context and what the video was. I didn't look at it, but I looked at your account. You better what new coach will be reborn. I already read that. I already read that. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna be posting 1 or 2 videos. I'm gonna be trying to post at least 3 videos during the weekend. Monday usually I take them off. I don't do much on Mondays. I have a soccer game on Monday. Every Mondays, I relax. I don't do much on Mondays. Michael Jackson? What do you mean, Michael Jackson? Na 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 na. Le mec, t'es legit, mon fav YouTuber depuis tes 300 followers, c'est fou. Alors que tu donnes des trucs avec YouTube, je t'offrirais le max avec TikTok. What type of interviews do you want to do? And I really appreciate the compliment. Really appreciate that. Thanks for the support, man. 300 followers. That was like I skyrocketed at first. Like I had like 100 followers, and then in a week or two I was to 1K subscribers. Kind of hit the plateau since then, but still pretty cool. Like the support is crazy. Just thought it would be funny to say Michael Jackson for no reason. Shaq signed an entry-level contract with the Habs, bro. What's going on? Michael Jackson or Muzan Kibutsuji? That's the question, though. Trade for Capo Caco at the draft. I don't think the Rangers will get rid of Capo Caco. If they get rid of a young player, it will probably be Alexis Lafreniere. Who's the new coach in New York? New York Rangers new coach. They don't have a new coach. Depending on who the new coach is going to be, Lafreniere might get better ice time. It is a possibility.
Cet ordinateur.
Whoa. Washington old coach. Worst NHL current contract for me is Seth Jones. I mean, Brendan Gallagher has to be up there as well. Everyone Kako Lafreniere, and the Rangers can't afford to keep both of them. They may not want to keep both of them, so I would go after one of them. There's Keandre Miller also that could be interesting. Keandre Miller could be interesting as well. Waf has better potential, in my opinion. Fresh connection is nice as too. I think that Lafreniere could have some problem adapting into the Montreal pressure, but I guess that his ceiling is definitely higher. Ceiling is definitely higher. I don't know why they would trade Miller to have space for him. Yeah. I guess. Totally forgot Shea Weber and Seth Jones played together. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Forgot that as well. Name 3 countries starting with R for $10 tip on video. Bro. 3 countries starting with R. Um, I have Russia, Romania. I have no idea, man. Russia, Romania, Republic Czech. I have no clue, bro. Why is that? Ah, I don't know, man. Russia, Romania, Republic of Korea, Republic Czech. Ah, taste to the Habs. Jonathan, Ron, that wouldn't make any sense. That wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, Taze either with the Winnipeg Jets or the Edmonton Oilers could make a lot of sense. Rwanda. That's what I was searching for. Rwanda. Bro. Ovechkin's smart. Bro, he gave out $10 for real. Well, thanks a lot, Dave. Thanks a lot, Davey. I guess it deserved it, but I don't know. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. Thanks for that. Really appreciate that. The worst searching is either the French slipping out or him playing out saying he was Googling, laughing my ass off. Republic Czech. Sheesh. Yeah, thanks, Davey, man. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. That means a lot. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. Bro, what? Republic Czech was perfect. Well, I guess Rwanda was a better answer, but like that's the only thing that came out of my mouth. That was funny, man. Davey is the Chinese App Store's version of Daisy. Bro, that joke was that was oh my god. Oh my god. Daisy from Ohio. That game was kind of lit, man. Do you think Michkov will be taken before Montreal's pick is 5? If Michkov gets taken before Montreal, it's going to be the San Jose Sharks. If the San Jose Sharks don't take him, I think he will go to Washington at 8 overall. I don't see the Coyotes taking him. I don't see the Flyers taking him. So, yes, I don't think the Habs will take him either. It's a really weird situation. It's the thing we haven't seen before because of the geopolitics and all of that. It's weird stuff going around. Weird stuff going around. Are we at 50 likes, by the way? I haven't checked in a while. We better be at 50 likes, because if not, I'm ending stream. 36, that's the worst number, bro. What? Do you think the Panthers will win tomorrow? I think they will, yeah. I think that the win last night will get the win back in the right direction, and I think I think it's gonna be a close one. I think he's going 7th. You think the Flyers are gonna take him? If Michkov is there at 5 and we pass, I will cry so many tears. Well, prepare your Kleenex box because you're going to cry a lot of tears, in my opinion. You're going to cry a lot of tears. 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 Because the Habs will not take Michkov. Well, we don't know because they haven't talked with him yet. Maybe they'll figure something out, but I doubt they will. I strongly doubt they will. Alright, so I think that's going to be it for today. I'm starting to have a little bit of an headache because of all the lights and stuff. I need to go do something as well before going to sleep. So it's been a lot of fun. 145 minutes. 145 minutes. 1 hour, 45 minutes. We think we'll take it 5. I think that if Will Smith is available, it's going to be Will Smith. If not, it's going to be Ryan Leonard. I'd rather have Leonard on my team next year. I'd rather have Leonard on the team next year as well, honestly. It's a safer option. But yeah, it's going to be it for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to be posting a vid tomorrow. I might do another stream as well. And I said, would see Ken Press about the draft where he wasn't looking like he was going to draft him as the way to not show his cards. It's a possibility. He said he wants the best players. So, Michkov. Yeah, he said best player available, but he also said there were some red flags about Michkov. So, I don't know. So, yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Davey, for the donation. Thanks, everybody, for the likes and all the love. And I'll see y'all later tomorrow for another video. Have a good night. Have a nice rest of your day. And bye-bye.